Bruins friends, it is time to hug it out. Because that was a 4-3 victory in overtime against the Florida Panthers. Welcome back down into the den, everybody. I think we both know that the Bruins did not deserve... I think we all know that the Bruins did not deserve to win this game. Even if Oliver Wahlstrom finally did something, even if David Pastrnak continued his resurgence, even if Jeremy Swayman showed the hell out, even if the Bruins finally snapped a 6-game losing streak, the longest losing streak they've had in almost a decade. The last time they had a losing streak this long was in 2015. They still didn't deserve to win this game. But before we get into that, whole shebang, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and click the notification bell. Follow me on Twitter at ITDBruins, and we're just gonna we're gonna get into this. Playing the Florida Panthers has become a drudgery. It's become an event that on the surface we look forward to. Deep down we are dreading it. Because the Bruins historically do not play well against the Florida Panthers. Hell, the acquisitions we made in the offseason this year felt like they were made specifically to beat the Florida Panthers, and this is the first time that we've beaten them all season. We've played them 3 times. So I don't think that the Bruins are equipped to beat the Panthers at all. Oh. With that said, I do like how the Bruins played this game at least a little bit. There are definitely parts that I did not like. The defense is still unbelievably frustrating. Within the first 5 minutes, you see the defense you see the game start, but the defense just stall out the gate. You see 5 Bruins players, count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them on below the goal line on one side of the ice, and allowing Sam Reinhart, a dude who just scored 50 goals the previous season. You see him just get a wide open shot on Jeremy Swayman. And speaking of which, I know that we've had our problems with Jeremy Swayman. The Bruins should be thanking their lucky stars that he was between the pipes this game. The Bruins were winning this game 2-1 by the end of the second period, and the shots were something like 28-10. When you are getting outshot that much by a team with that good shooting talent, as much as us Bruins fans can dislike the Panthers, we can't deny that they are objectively a good hockey team. Even if Matthew Tkachuk had only scored like 1 goal in his past 9, they have him, they have Sam Reinhart, they have Sasha Barkov. That is a lethal line right there. That is, oh my god, that is an insane line that they have. And the depth that they have of Gustav Forsling and I'm freaking blanking. Whatever. The Panthers, we know them to have a good we know the Panthers to have a good infrastructure. And so them notching 28 shots on goal, well, it isn't the most out of the ordinary, but to only have 10 in return is pitiful. Now we did have two goals by that point, and one of them was a power play goal, which is notable because it's the first power play goal that we've had since like Christmas. Since like either right before Christmas or right after Christmas. This first game that we've had a power play goal in 9 games. It's What can I really say? The Bruins, not good on the power play. But this move from Morgan Geekie, oh my god. Marchand puts it on goal, and Geekie just chips it up and over Bobrovsky for the 1-0 in goal. And it's beautiful. It's a work of art. And the Panthers respond pretty quickly with an Evan Rodriguez goal, facilitated by Nikita Zadorov just completely forgetting that he exists. It's like, I remember people saying that like Grzelcyk took up more space on the ice than Zadorov, and Zadorov has 7 inches on Grzelcyk. And this goal was the pinnacle of it. Rodriguez is just standing there right in front of Jeremy Swayman, as though the crease is the freest real estate in Miami that you're going to get. And Zadorov realizes that being a landlord isn't a real job, and just decides to let him squat there. And the Bruins can't pay rent on that one. So now the Bruins and Panthers get into a scrum. Tell me something I didn't know. And it's Trent Frederick versus Boston Bruins legend AJ Greer. And I'm fine with Greer and Frederick tussling about. What I don't like is the fact that Greer was also dummying on Mason Lohrei, and McAvoy's just there doing nothing. I know fighting is not necessarily the type of play that McAvoy does. You have an A on your chest. I don't care what your style of play is. You don't let your teammates get dummied like that. And for McAvoy to just let it happen, what the fuck? What are you doing? What are you doing? Now we get to the third period, completely skipping over the Pastrnak goal where he makes Dmitry Kulikov look like an absolute pylon. And yeah, Oliver Wahlstrom gets a goal. It gets a goal. Fun fact, this is quite possibly the worst 9-game start that I've seen a Bruins player have in recent memory, including Jordan Osterley. Like, Osterley had 3 points in his first 9 games, and he followed it up with not scoring a point in his next 11, but that's actually, I think, next 12. Whatever. Jordan Osterley had a better 9-game start. Anthony Richard had a better 9-game start. Justin Brazeau had a better 9-game start. Freaking, oh my god. You could argue that Georgi Merkulov has had a better 8-game start. Fabian Lysell has had a better 1-game start. The only other Bruins player that I could really say has had a worse start, maybe Jack Ashan, and I don't like saying that Jack Ashan had a bad start because honestly I like Jack Ashan, but that's beside the point. Wahlstrom was like previously on the cusp of like 20 goals in a season with the Islanders. He comes here, nothing. Let's go, girl. Give us nothing. And thankfully, he decided to buck the trend. And the Bruins, oh, they are so close. They are so close to closing everything out. And then Sam Reinhart happens. You know, the same Sam Reinhart that ripped our hearts out in 2023. Yeah, that guy's still causing problems for us. Scores the tying goal to start the second period with less than a minute in, and he scores the tying goal to take us to overtime. Less than 5 seconds left. At that point, I didn't even care if we won in overtime. You allowed this man to make you look like an idiot. Again. I don't care that the Bruins won this game. I really don't. I know. 2 points is 2 points is 2 points. And I should be happy. Someone ought to get fired for allowing Sam Reinhart to completely dummy this team. For just allowing him to completely dummy this team. Leafs fans are wanting people to get fired for allowing Jordan Staal to run hog wild on their team. And you know what? Leafs fans are not. I would not usually categorize Leafs fans as the brightest bulbs in the drawer. Spot on that one. You're allowing this guy to just turn your team into mincemeat. If I'm on the Flyers, if I'm a Flyers fan, I'm wanting people fired for allowing Sidney Crosby to make us look like a bunch of bums, and for allowing David Pastrnak to make us look like a bunch of bums. But I'm a Bruins fan, and I want people fired for making Sam Reinhart make us look like a bunch of bums. Granted, the Bruins, in overtime, they better thank their lucky stars that Sam Bennett is still an idiot. He takes a high sticking penalty in overtime. And 4-on-3, David Pastrnak. 2 seconds left. He says, Sam, you two can play at that game. And with his second in the game, Pasta. Right past Bobrovsky. Great effort from him. Great effort from Bobrovsky, but amazing effort from Pasta. An amazing effort from Jeremy Swayman. Like, realistically, the Bruins should be giving every bit of the Bruins should be giving game puck to Jeremy Swayman. And I know Pasta had a great game and another 2-goal game at that. Give the game puck to Swayman. Dude had 43 shots against him. Only allowed 3 in. And yeah, I know 3 you allow 3 in. That's not that great. But considering how much this defense has floundered in front of him and continued to show its ass on hockey on national broadcast, give the puck to Swayman. Give the puck to Swayman. He deserves it. And be thankful. Be thankful for what you have in this world, because you don't deserve those 2 points. But nobody's going to take them away from you. Now show that you deserve those 2 points. Show that you can earn them. Till next time. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.